Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Find space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. He'll go to the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends...
Gets away from one. Finds some space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell. Pass down the field, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a pass.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Thanks to grab. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Off the RPO, complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Just keeps moving. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page. These last 2 drives, obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out. Really doing a nice job even on this drive.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Ford. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Coming up, fourth down.
That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. How about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. On the option, the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Shakes off the defender. Nowhere for him to run again. And now 4th down is going to be a tough one. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Finds his man. It's McMillan. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thorne. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Now on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down,
touchdown, Bama! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's James. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. Slings it downfield. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback may change this route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. It's on target and complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now facing a 3rd and long. from the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it, looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Makes the catch. It's McMillan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And that is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Manhattan. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Off play action. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right on the money. Touchdown, Kansas State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. The receiver does the rest, puts 6 up on the board.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Minnesota. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matonio. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the run, it's Ford. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Sampson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
That's a really good stop by the...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. They're going to ride this running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Pulls and fired complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Arkansas is currently up big right now. So much so, feels like we can hear Pig Suey inside our studio. They're up by 21 over South Carolina. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a career day for the quarterback, right? He's thrown a couple of picks, hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but his team is in position to win this game, and they need him to make plays now, a 2-minute situation, to pull this one out. He's got the talent to do it. Let's find out what he does.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
And that's a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are